Good morning, Collective and Soul Tribe. Happy Friday. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, we finally made it to the end of the week. Today is February 6th. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Friday. Okay, Freedom Friday, Friyay, aka Friday. All right, so I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys had a wonderful week so far. And again, even if you didn't have a great week, next week is always going to be another week to start fresh and, start over. So, yeah, I hope you guys are having a great Friday so far. Let's jump into it. I'm going to use some tarot and oracle messages for this reading, okay? So let's see what messages you guys might need to know for today, okay? So, Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective for February 6th? What clarity and understanding can you give them? Please protect and guide them always and allow them to get the answers that they've been wanting to get as the recent or the last couple of days or as of now. Please give them all the clarity that they need in order for them to move forward in their journey. Thank you, Spirit. So, Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective for February 6th? What do they need to know for February 6th, please? Oh. All right, guys. So, there's something about Three of Cups energy, okay? So Three of Cups talks about, friendships, community, celebrations, okay? There is something about a group event or a social event that could be very significant, but there is something about you guys celebrating something new. Now, either this could be celebrating something new, whether this is like friendship, or there's something about you guys when it comes to teamwork and creativity. For some of you, this could be like a financial increase, okay? But there's something to do with friendship, and also when it comes to support, when dealing with family, and also when it comes to dealing with friends who love and approve of you, okay? So some of you guys may feel like you could be wanting to celebrate, okay? Or there's something about receiving some type of abundance and joy, okay, in your energy. The color white and red could be very significant, okay, when it comes to, the energy as well. So for some of you that resonate with this, this could be significant. Now, when it comes to moon in Aquarius, okay, because we are in Aquarius season, and the moon cycle could be very significant with, what's going on, right? But there is something about if this is a group or a friendship or like a collective, for example, there's something about you guys using a strategy, or there's something about resourcefulness that's very significant, right? Now, for some of you guys could be finding out something in the next few days. For some of you guys, this could have felt like, maybe it could have felt like sneakiness or lies or trickery. There is something about someone in your energy too, which is significant if this is mental. Okay, so if this is a mental thing, for some of you guys, you could have dealt with somebody, right, that you could have seen that was being deceptive, okay, or hiding their true intentions. But whatever this was, if this was past energy, right, you guys are either seeing this, okay, or there's something about consequences of actions, okay? So if there's consequences of actions, there is something about truth, okay, some truth being revealed, or there is something about you guys finding something. This is like unseen energy, okay? But whatever it is, if it felt like it was tricky or shady, there is something about the energy shifting, okay? Because 7 talks about 7th house, which is about close personal partnerships, romantic, anything to do with connection, right? But for some of you guys are starting a new beginning. So if this is past energy dealing with like people, places, and things, corporations, or people who, have businesses, or, whether this was a partnership, like this was a friendship, a romantic situation, whatever it was, if you were dealing with people that were giving this energy of, lies and trickery and shadiness, or even when it came to like being resourceful, okay? Some people may feel like, maybe you being resourceful could have been you being sneaky or trickery or lying, right? But if it is something about you guys speaking truth when it came to like a group, okay, there is something about you guys receiving some type of resources or using your resources at this time. Okay, so if you have books, when it comes to like knowledge, or if you have, for example, you know, if you have different things around you, like tools to help you with whatever it is that you guys are working on or building, then, you know, you could have some people who think differently, right? But in this case, this is about you guys being resourceful, okay? So resourcefulness is very significant when it comes to you guys and your energy, right? Again, like I said, there's something about new feelings, emotional awakening, or even when it comes to you guys stepping into your creativity, right? Spirituality and intuition is very significant. So there is something about you guys when it comes to, you know, spirituality. Maybe you guys could have felt like the energy might have been, you know, off. There could have been like some type of financial deception. Maybe you could have thought in your mind, right? But there is something about you guys maybe seeing things from a different perspective. Okay, so this is about new beginnings when it comes to love and also your emotions, right? Some of you guys could be experiencing something new when it comes to like a new wave of positivity. Okay, so again, 7 talks about spirituality and wisdom, inner knowing, right? And then 1 talks about you guys stepping into independence. So for some of you guys, this is like a trailblazing energy. For some of you guys are starting out fresh, okay? But know that it is something new that you guys are starting out. But even when it comes to friendships too, maybe some of you guys could have had people in your energy too in the past, because really, if you think about it, either something could have been happening in the next 2-3 days. So something could happen in the next 2-3 days, right? Either you're going to be doing something that's resourceful or being resourceful, or there's something about maybe you guys are seeing something for what it is, okay? Or there could be like an ending to mental like instability. So if you felt like someone else in your energy was either being secretive, okay, some of you guys could be, you know, opening up your heart to love when it comes to understanding. Maybe this person wasn't being secretive, but maybe they were trying to build something without telling you, and it shows up very secretive, okay? Or there's something about someone in your energy showing up very sneaky, but they're not sneaky. There's something about like a new bond or a new connection, okay? So take what resonates with that. And some of you guys could have like Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy as well. Yeah, we have here the star. Okay, so Aquarius energy when it comes to, you know, inspiration, positivity, renewal, healing. Okay, some of you guys could have star energy. This is about investment and growth within self. So like I said, when it comes to the moon, we have like a new moon eclipse happening, you know, mid-February, right? So when it comes to past energy, like I said, dealing with people, when it comes to like friendships, community, and things like that, you know, you could have walked away from these type of energies so that you can build something new for yourself. So 17 talks about manifestations through faith, right? For some of you guys are manifesting through faith. This is spiritual leadership. For some of you guys know that you're supposed to co-create in this energy. And there's also something about 1 + 7 meaning 8. Okay, so some of you guys are stepping into some type of power or some type of, you know, leadership, okay, which is going to bring you guys success, right? So whatever this energy is that you guys are in, it seems like there's positive energy, even though, you know, at some point the energy could have felt very deceptive. But it's not deceptive. It's just the energy that was, you know, around with other entities, right? Because if you think about it, this could have been unseen, you know, energy. And for some of you guys, this was actually like past energy in the 3D. So like I said, corporations, business, friendship groups where people were, you know, showing up very like shady. Okay, yeah. So you guys are moving past that, okay? Anything that seemed very deceptive, you guys move past that. Even when it comes to like your resources, you guys are using your resources. So even if someone made it seem like you didn't have, you know, enough in order for you to move forward, it's something about you proving them wrong, okay? So Queen of Cups energy, this is about feelings, okay? Counseling could be very significant. Some of you guys could be nurturing yourself. So this is about mothering yourself, okay? Or some of you guys could be stepping into financial stability when it comes to your emotions. Being able to embrace your emotions or being able to embrace your emotional intelligence is very significant. Some of you are healers, right? And there is something about you showing up as someone who gives support when it comes to emotional, intelligence and stability, right? At the bottom of the deck, we have justice, okay? And especially for you guys standing up for what you truly desire and what you believe in, okay? So take what resonates with that. That could be confirmation. So Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective at this time? What else do they need to know at this time, please, for February 6th? Thank you. Yeah, so when it comes to your integrity, especially when it comes to friendships, there is something about you having integrity about yourself, okay? You only wanting to be around certain people who are very celebratory, or they understand that, you're building something. Or even if it's just being around people who, they show up a certain way, but then they're not who they say they are, okay? And again, some of you guys are removing yourself from people like this, right? But it's because you guys have so much integrity within yourself that it doesn't matter if it's a group of people, family, friends. If something does not feel right in your energy, or you don't feel good about what is being displayed to you, in your energy, you are going to pick up deception and you are going to move yourself away from that, okay? And there's a reason, because you guys went through an awakening, okay? So some of you guys could have went through an awakening when it comes to this energy. Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective, please? Yeah, your beacon, star energy, with the star especially. You guys are stepping into something new where you guys are able to shine your light, but you're also able to show up as someone who's very emotional, but also very intelligent in that sense, meaning that you're able to help people on a very deep level, okay? Alignment is very significant. Some of you guys are in alignment when it comes to this energy, okay? You guys always have been in alignment. There is something about your chakras aligning as well. So there is something about the 12 chakras, and I did mention this in one of my readings the other day. Some of you guys are in alignment when it comes to connection to the universe, right? To source. Okay, so yeah, there's something about disruptions, right? So there could have been disruptions in your energy, but you guys are now seeing things for what it is, like I said. Okay, there could be people in your energy trying to disrupt your energy as well. Okay, this is unseen and seen forces. But like I said, you guys are moving forward. Even if they try to, you guys are moving forward. Yeah, so caution. You guys are being very cautious about this energy, but you guys have determination, okay? And then sadness at the bottom of the deck, but faith, okay? So for some of you guys, when it comes to trust as well, you guys are learning to trust in the faith that you have in your situation. But there is something about sadness. Now, when it comes to the energy, people could be sad about you moving on, okay? Moving forward, right? Again, even when it comes to you seeing like through the veil, like people's mask, yeah, you're showing up in this energy, okay? Courage and also magic, okay? When it comes to your energy, you're showing up with courage and magic. Divine masculine, okay, at the bottom of the deck. So for some of you guys, when it comes to you stepping forward and taking action, there is something about you guys being cautious, okay? Even when it comes to situations, it's almost like you're almost ready to jump into something, and then it's almost like spirit kind of pauses you or stops you, okay? But whatever this disruption was, and also being cautious, you guys know that whatever energy is trying to stop you from you moving forward and stepping into your beacon, you know that it's always going to try to stop you. Like, you guys are determined, and you always showed up as someone who was always determined, right? Because of your courage and how you trailblaze through situations, that is why you're able to get through these situations the way that you are, okay? So Yeah, big happy changes. Okay, big happy changes are very significant. Some of you guys, when it comes to you guys being assertive and communicating clearly, that is very significant. Okay, and it's because there's something better out there. Okay, people could be helping you. Now, this could be like your angels and guides, or whoever you have in your energy, but again, when it comes to like the number 10 and also 3, there's something about coming home to yourself or feeling whole, okay? And there's also something about creativity, right? So even when it comes to like disruptions, maybe you guys could have went through certain things. Say when it comes to your creativity, maybe you weren't able to do certain things because of your environment or because of other energies around you, right? Even when it comes to like work, right? If you guys were working with other people and they were being a distraction or they were disrupting your energy, there is something about you guys being cautious about who you have in your energy or who you want around you or where you want to be, because at the same time, people can smile in your face and they can still have ill intentions about you. And that is why some of you guys are very cautious at this time when it comes to this energy, because you know that something could be off or something is weird or something doesn't make sense, right? And this could be about partnerships, right? You guys could be wanting to partner up with other people and move into a new situation, but some of you guys are being very cautious at this time because you don't know, what could possibly happen. But again, unless you follow your gut and you listen to your intuition, that is the only way you'll know how to move forward, okay? But someone could be sad, okay, about your energy. There's something about someone being sad. Maybe they're sad because you're moving forward or moving on, or maybe they're sad because they know that, they won't be able to be in your energy no longer. It's almost like some of you guys know that you have like a purpose. And because you have a purpose, there's something about you releasing a lot of things so that you can step into this purpose. So it's almost like, for some of you guys that resonate with this, you guys could be very selfless. Okay. It's like, that you guys have a mission and you guys are moving towards this mission, right? It's just like how you see like monks and Buddhas, right? Like that whole situation where they did the walk. Okay, that just shows you the discipline and understanding that they have a purpose. They know what their purpose is, right? So again, for some of you guys, it's like what your purpose is, and it's almost like you guys are following that path and listening to your intuition to fulfill this, right? Okay, so let's see the charms that came out. So for now, we have here, we have initials B, right? So we have initials B, we have initials S, okay? We have initials J, we have initials F, okay? So, and also H. So someone's initials could be any of these initials here, their name. Take what resonates with that. We also have star energy, okay? So again, when it comes to you shining your light or showing up as the star, you guys are protected at this time. Even when it comes to facing your fears and moving forward, you guys are doing that at this time, okay? So like I said, when it comes to like illusions and things like that, you guys are seeing through the veil. You guys are seeing through certain things in order for you to step forward or move forward, without fear, more confidence, more courage, okay? Being determined, okay? Someone else could be in your energy too when it comes to being cautious, when it comes to friendships. Someone in your energy could be getting information about you, okay? And this is because you are the Queen of Cups, so maybe because you guys are emotional and also in a good way, compassionate. There's something about someone wanting to come towards you when it comes to counseling or support, okay? Or there could be someone wanting to support what you guys are building too, okay? But we have butterflies that are very significant. Okay, Sagittarius energy may resonate for some of you guys. We have Leo energy, we have Aries energy, and we also have Aquarius energy. So there's a lot of fire sign energy at this time. And also when it comes to Aquarius season 2, right? And also with the new moon eclipse coming up, that will be in Aquarius, but then we will be going into Pisces season after that. So there is something about, either astrology or, you know, social media, like technology in that sense, and being innovative. There's something about that with social media. Some of you guys could be wanting to start your own page or start an account or post more, okay? But for some of you guys, when it comes to taking adventure or taking action and stepping into this leadership and playful energy, some of you guys could be doing that right now. And this is showing up as like, I want to say like humanitarian type of energy, right? So for some of you guys, when it comes to posting your content and also supporting people in your energy, that's showing up very heavily right now, okay? But anyways, I'm going to end it here, so please take what resonates with you guys at this time. Again, thank you for, you know, supporting my channel and my page. And you guys can follow me on TikTok, like of course on TikTok if you're watching it here, but you guys can follow me there and on YouTube. And you guys can go on my website to book a reading or just check out my website, you know, if you guys want to check out my blog and things like that. I did just post a blog yesterday talking about different ways to find your blueprints, okay? Like this could be by numbers, or this could be by like Celtic, you know, zodiacs, or this could be by Chinese numerology. But I did post that on there, so if you guys want to check it out, it's at www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. All right, guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful Friday, and I'll see you next time. Okay, guys, love you so much. Bye.